Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Friday Imperial Assault livestream. So I believe at this point it's now 6 weeks of me doing the stream, and I've really been enjoying it. It's been nice to approach the game again and have, just another reason to get more games in. It's always fun. So what we'll be doing today is I'll be playing with Derek, who's a good friend of mine. He's a member of the IACP steering committee.
Welcome back to the Friday.
Doubling there. And yeah, so that should be good fun. He'll be coming on in a few minutes. He's running a little late. But in the meantime, I thought we'd take a look at what my list is. Because I've been doing some theory crafting with some friends, and we've come up with a list which could be absolutely horrible, but it also could be very, very interesting. As all lists are, ultimately. So as you might have guessed, so I'll just bring it up here. As you might have guessed from the title of the stream, it is Return of the Fett. Let's see if we can... No, that's wrong. There we go. Alrighty, so we'll bring the list just here real quick. Okay. So the list is really centered around Boba Fett. So first and foremost, we have got the one and only Fett, and the reason it's called Return of Fett is mainly because I played him last week. And yeah, I managed to win against Alistair. It was a tight game, and really I just won because my list was really good against his style list. But I'm playing Boba in a very different way today. Previously I ran him with a bunch of Mandalorians just to, just have a lot of them. Whereas this time what we'll be doing is we're really focusing in on Boba's abilities. Basically, the list actually only comprises of 32 points worth of figures. Then I have 7 points worth of upgrades, and then 1 point initiative bid. So first and foremost we have Boba Fett. We then have 2 sets of Elite Trandoshan Hunters, because they are just so good. It's very difficult to argue against them, especially when we look at the cards we'll be including as well. And then we have a regular an Elite Jawa. And that's it. 4 deployments, three different ones. And that's the whole army. However, we have a bunch of upgrades as well. So first and foremost, we have Under Duress. It's not very widely seen. Essentially what it does is that whenever a hostile figure suffers strain, so usually when you would suffer strain, you would either discard the top card of your deck or take a damage. Whereas now, if you're gonna try and avoid that damage, you have to take it as 2 strain instead of 1. Now let's look at who has strain. Boba Fett, he has his flamethrower ability, where you can just choose a bunch of figures and they suffer 1 damage, 1 strain, and become weakened. Trandoshans, whenever they attack someone within 3 spaces, the target suffers 1 strain. And the Jawa doesn't have it, but still, that is the vast majority of my list has some way to do that. And it is a very powerful, card, but borderline a little bit underpowered just because it is 2 points. However, we also have Punishing Strike, also not one you see very often. And this is one which, it's simple in its design. So you exhaust it when one of your own figures, so my figures, applies a harmful condition to a figure in any way possible. That condition is then discarded, and I get to choose a different condition to apply. So let's say I were running a Brawler list, running a lot of Parting Blows. So maybe with the Trandoshan Maul Bosk list. If I were to use that one with this card, then after using Parting Blow, instead of being stunned, I could choose to become weakened. But it also works the other way. When I weaken someone, I can stun them instead. Now let's see, who puts out harmful conditions? Boba, on his flamethrower ability, he weakens the targets. All the Trandoshans, they have a surge for bleed. So, with that together, there is just a lot of value that I can put out in regards to strain and harmful conditions, and with those 2 extra cards I can really beef them up in that way. So then we've got extra armor, just to, extra block tokens, extra survivability is always good. Boba's defense profile is still really strong, so just having some extra blocks does help. Black Market, I've got a Jawa. Jawa's basically going to be my terminal sitter. He's going to sit by the terminal, he's going to play Black Market, and he's just going to give me more cards so I can do my fun stuff. And then finally Lion Ambush. And Lion Ambush is a fun card. I get to basically deep strike one of my units behind my opponent's lines, and they get to come out in round 2. But the way the list is designed, I'm not going to go too in depth on it because we actually had a podcast episode around this topic exactly. And essentially, when you run line ambush in a 4 activation list, then because of the wording on the card, which again I'm not going to jump into too deeply, the figure that you put in there, that you line ambush, they get to come off at the end of the round in round 2, which means your opponent is not going to have any way to respond, which is very, very strong. So we'll see if that pays off. And yeah, so we'll see if Derek is ready for us now. I'll jump into the IACP Discord. And yeah, so hello Stormsage, welcome to the stream. Got your dinner? Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I do actually have to build my list still on Vassal. Not that I wasn't too well prepared, it was mainly just because yeah, just prior to this I had a mock exam, so it was just rushing to, once I was done with that, get it marked and then get on over here. And sounds like Derek might have joined. How are you doing, Derek? Yeah, very good, thanks. And yourself? Yeah, very quietly. I'll just turn you up on Discord. Alrighty, can you try talking again?
Okay, how about now?
That's a lot better. There we go. And yeah, I did test it beforehand, but if anyone in the stream can hear some discrepancies, just let me know and I'll fix it. But yeah, so I was just talking about the list I'm running today. But what are you running, Derek?
So I'm running a Hunter Guardian list that I've been running a bunch in Testing League. So it's IG-11, Mandalorian, Onar, Loku, and a bunch of support figures for 8 activations.
Nice. Well, you'll definitely be out-activating me then. So I'm running a 4-act line ambush list.
All right.
Yeah. But I only have 32 points worth of figures. Is the weird thing.
What?
So this will either go amazingly or horribly. Yeah, of figures. So this will either go amazingly or...
You have, like...
I have 7 points worth of upgrades and an initiative bid. So... so yeah, like I was saying on the stream, the full list is Boba Fett, 2 sets of Elite Trandoshans, and Elite Jawa. And then for upgrades, I have Under Duress, Punishing Strike, Extra Armor, Black Market, Lion Ambush. So we're just going all in on trying to make Boba as oppressive as possible. It might pay off, might not, but regardless, it should be fun to try.
Well, I am happy to see Under Duress making its way into some lists recently.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been doing well enough that that people think it's actually somewhat viable.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what happens when you introduce some figures who, they are very good and they deal out a lot of strain. So just making them even better is a no-brainer. But it is, of course, a very expensive investment. 2 points is basically the reason we haven't seen it much otherwise. So let's see. Got Undress, Black Market, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm just missing the neutral ones. Extra armor. And lie in ambush. Then command cards. This will be interesting. But yeah, so Derek, you've been... Yeah, when was the last time you played? I mean, probably in the league or something, but what did you play?
I played this yesterday against Kyle Bossum.
Oh, nice. How did that go?
Good, actually. He was running a list that I've seen him actually run a number of times. It's his double ISBs, Blaze Thrawn, double Death Troopers list.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, I find this list actually does pretty good against it.
Okay.
It has it has a good, like, his list has really good, and I've played it with other lists that I've run, and it's like destroyed me. So I know the list has solid potential and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, something about the way this list works in the defensive, like, shenanigans and stuff, just works out pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. That's great. So, I mean, Season 4 is now rolling to a close, obviously, and we're just entering the competitive season now with the approved voting happening, and we got the Jetpack Cups just in, like, 2 weeks or something. What are your overall thoughts on how the meta might have shifted? What are your predictions for the Jetpack Cup?
I think we'll see a decent amount of IG-11.
Okay, yeah. I think it's a fair assumption.
I've seen him a lot. He's been played pretty solid. I think we'll see a decent amount of Loku and Lando. Both those figures are really solid. And I think that there's, that's my other list that I've got going, that I've been debating running, is Loku, Lando, Hondo. What was the other figure? Jin, Hera, Zaska. So it's like a 9-act smuggler spy list.
I like that a lot. So speaking of that, by the way, I remember when you came on the Built on No podcast a couple of months ago, talking about the tank, you mentioned that you were interested to see how the tank did with Soren. Have you tested that yet?
I did it once, and I played really poorly.
Okay.
Near the list, it was just like, I played a really bad game that day, and then I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been having tons of fun with the other stuff, so I haven't got back to it.
That's fair. Certainly fair. Awesome. Alright, well, I'm very curious to see how these two lists do against each other. I mean, I know I've had a lot of fun with Krennic, in particular. And I've been absolutely demolished by Soren a couple of times. Soren Sentries is no joke. It is no joke. So I'm just doing the final touches here, though. Yeah, so what do you think right now? We obviously don't know, well, you and I know, but we don't officially know what all of the final changes are after the approved voting has finished. Bearing in mind that no one knows what the results are, what do you think you'll be running? Assuming, let's say, everything gets passed.
Assuming everything gets passed, which I actually think is pretty likely. There might be something I'm missing, but...
Yeah, there are a few who are a little iffy at the moment, but... Yeah, no.
But I think the two lists that I mentioned are going to be my top contenders. Just depending which one I want to run. They've been really solid for me.
Yeah, no, so, I think that's certainly a fair choice.
I think it's pretty ugly getting hit by IG-11, Mando, and Onar kind of all in the same round. So they can do some good work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is a lot of, material in that way. It's just a lot of figures, and it does look nice. And, you can just never go wrong with Loku.
Oh yeah, I've been a huge fan of Loku and his design.
Oh yeah.
I've tried him in a million different lists and never regretted bringing him.
Yeah, no, exactly the same way. I actually think, unfortunately, I've only ran Han Ranger's Loku once so far. Just because, I love Han Rangers. It's without a doubt my favorite list, but it has been nice being able to, try, say, Krennic and Maul and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it does seem good.
I'd love to see that on-drop Sabine Loku list.
That does sound nice. Alright, so I'll send these cards to deck. You go as well. We will shuffle 3 times, because that is the magic number. And then we will get going.
Alright. Well, so you've got the bid. Which side do you want?
Indeed. That is the question. Considering I'm running a Mandalorian, I'm gonna say the top side.
Okay.
And we will see how that goes. So we'll just bring this here and this here. Alrighty. Yeah, this should be exciting. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't run one of these nefarious 4-act lists before, so it'll be interesting to see how it does. Yeah, I was a little bit worried when you told me about your list that you were going to have something like Chopper in there, because Chopper is certainly a big weakness in this list. Because I have a 3-point investment whose name is Terminal Sitter. And needing to...
Yep.
having him die or just ignore his role would kind of suck. Alrighty. Well, we will shuffle deck and then we'll draw 3 each. Alrighty.
So, it should be obvious, but my recon token will go on to Boba.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Which is actually really nice against Boba.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Alrighty. Well, with that, I wish you luck and have fun.
Thanks, you too. And you have initiative, and I'm assuming you will pass.
I'll be passing a lot of times. I mean, I'll just tell you now, I'll be passing until you're down to 3 acts, so you just go.
Yeah.
Which has an interesting psychological undertone to it.
Yep. It definitely does. I forget how far Boba can get on this map.
Yeah.
Do I want to, or do I not want to open that door?
That is the question.
Well, I'll hold off on that. Owner. There. I gotta go one more time. Huh. Yeah, let's do that. Go to Roku.
Sounds good.
Alright,
Alrighty. So I've actually got to activate someone now. Well,
yep.
This is probably going to surprise you. Yeah, because it is a nefarious choice and it might come back to bite me. But I'm really taking a risk here. Zhao is going to go 1, 2, 3 to the terminal. It's really living on the wild side here.
Yeah.
Hello, Boa. Welcome to the stream. And thank you, yeah. And I mean, this is a Star Wars Christmas sweater, and I know it's not Christmas yet, but it's cold. And so I just dragged on what I could.
Tough choices, tough choices.
Good. I mean, that's kind of what the list wants to do.
You just do that. Not open the door.
Not opening the door, okay. I like it. Okay, well, let's go with the Trandoshans.
Yeah.
We'll move this one to here. Now, do we really try and be ballsy here? Do we just go for it? Is the question. I don't think we do. When in doubt, stay conservative, as the saying goes. So the Trandoshans will just go to there.
Alright. Well then. Let me think about this.
Who to activate, eh?
Okay, go ahead.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feels like the reasonable choice, so Bob is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will Flamethrower for 10, 11. Which will deal 1 damage. Yeah. So that will deal 1 damage and 1 strain to you. However, with Under Duress, you have to take the strain as damage unless you want to discard 2 cards.
2 cards, yeah. I'll do 2 damage.
And then I will exhaust Punishing Strike to stun you instead of weakening you. And then for my final moving point, I'll go down to there.
Alright, let me see there.
Would love to see Darth Malgus implemented. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't really have Darth Malgus implemented at the moment, mainly because even though we have some characters who are in and out of canon, we are still focusing on the original trilogy era at the moment. So maybe one day, who knows? But also a big limitation that we have when designing IACP characters is that we make sure that we design the characters who actually have some kind of model out there. So when we say design the Short Trooper or Krennic, there are Short Trooper and Krennic models you could get either from independent third-party 3D printers or from FFG directly through their Legion models. So, right, so Mandalorian moving there.
Yep.
Sounds good. I believe that's it.
Right.
So we will ready cards. We draw 2
3 for
each.
me.
Oh yeah, 3 for you, 2 for me. No mission effects. End of round effects for me, I get Black Market. So I will take a damage on my Jawa. Reveal the top card of my deck. Okay, I'll take it. Literally and literally and figuratively, I suppose. So initiative flips to you. Do you have
I
any...
have no starter round.
Let me think. I think I really should. Feels like the rational choice. But at the same time, then I'm giving you initiative at round 3, which I don't feel too happy about either. Decisions. You could have negation, but at the same time, you know, if you got negation, then you got it. Question is just how ballsy I feel at the moment.
I don't know.
Indeed. There's a chance you could have worth every credit, which would be a big shame. But if you don't, this could be huge. Screw it. I'll try it. I'll play take.
And I will play negation.
Alright, well at least negation is gone.
Third card.
Fair enough. Well, at least I know it's gone.
Yep. And then let's see if you have negation, because I will play rally.
So, long story short, I do. However, I've got an ugly feeling that you would not bank your entire activation on the assumption that you might get to play rally. Which in turn makes me think that you have worth every credit. But if you do, you do. I will negate it. I will take the chances I can.
Okay.
Do you have worth every credit?
I do not have
okay.
worth every credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Punishing strike for the win.
Mm-hmm. Let me think about this here. Okay, well, the first action... Is clear a stun a special action?
Oh god, yes it is. Yes it is.
Cool.
That That's
So it's
disgusting.
done.
You probably don't. You do not want to do it in that order. Because if you do it in that order, you're going to spend an action. You're then going to gain another action, and then before you would perform your third action, you would be stunned. So what you want to do is interact, then remove it, play it to the limit, and then shoot twice. And the reason the timing for that works is because stun, I believe, reads you may not attack or voluntarily exit your space, but you can still rest, interact, and everything like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So better off to open the door and attack the Trandos, because I'm not going to be able to move and shoot Bokar.
Oh, you were thinking of that. Yeah, no. So because it is a special action type thing, or actually it's nothing to do with special actions, because of the wording on the card, you get to perform one additional action, and then you immediately become stunned. So essentially how that would work with movement points is that you could perform a move action, so you would gain the 5 movement points, but because it's your activation, they just get banked. You don't actually spend them. So you'd then be stunned with 5 movement points that you can't spend.
Right. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Okay, so first action, open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Second action,
Clear stun.
remove the stun to the limit.
Yep, which I cannot do anything about.
Correct. And then I will guild programming.
Ouch.
We'll go at this guy first.
Yep, makes sense. Cards and declare.
Nope.
Or spin a block. This is gonna hurt. Okay, so 4 damage on the first attack. Oh god.
About 6.
Alrighty. Okay, and second attack, same guy or different?
What's the health? 8?
8. 8, yeah.
Yep. Let's put it into him again.
Okay. He's probably dead.
Any cards
But
for you?
no.
Oh, I wasn't.
Yep, that is a dead guy.
Yep. And then I'm stunned.
Okay.
What I should have done is attack the farther guy, and then had the option of making you play around me blowing up.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that would have been interesting.
I suppose I technically still have that option because Trandoshans want to be adjacent. But...
True, yeah.
Okay. That is my activation.
Interesting.
Oh, and I get 4 points.
Okay. Well. Well. What do we do now? I mean, we gotta go with Boba, just get him out of harm's way. The question is how we do that.
That's a great question.
Because I would absolutely love to be able to go up and stun the Mandalorian. But I don't actually think that it's the most efficient use of my time.
That's why I didn't put him in that little cluster of 1 million people.
Yeah, exactly. Because currently we could go 1-2 flamethrower, 1-2 shoot. And it's actually not a bad idea. The issue is that Onar can do Onar things, Loku can do Loku things, and those two together can do pretty ugly things. And, you know, who knows, maybe the next card you draw with R2 could be worth every credit. So I think it's a little bit too risky to try at the moment. In which case we will just play it safe. We will go 1. We will flamethrower you.
Okay. 1 damage, and then
1 strain.
Yeah, I'll talk to.
Yeah, 2 cards. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Glad to see those go. And I'm not going to exhaust Punishing Strike, so it's just a regular weaken.
Yep, makes sense.
And then I will shoot you, and on declare I will play primary target.
I suppose that is the primary target. Alright, have fun.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, good roll. So blocking that, so we'll surge for... Let's see what it researches again. I believe it's +2 PS1. Yep. So we'll surge for +2 PS1. Should be 4 damage going through, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. 7 damage versus 4 damage. Cool. I will then play Escalating Hostility. So 1 strain.
What am I thinking here? I'll take the damage.
Sounds good. And then we have 4 movement points left. We will go 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, of course. But still gets me to where I want to go.
Still gets you where you want to go, yeah. I figured that's where you're heading.
Yeah. Good Boba. Yeah, that's it. If it would happen that you run out of command cards, what happens? Do you just play without them? Instant loss if you can't draw any? Yeah, so if you don't have any command cards left in your deck, there's nothing, you know, super bad that happens, except that every time you suffer strain, you have to take it as damage. And obviously you can't draw any more cards. So it's a two-sided coin. You probably have then all your cards in hand, unless you've discarded a lot of them, or not. So it's not an easy decision.
How do I want to do this here? I think I'm going to go with my Jawa. We're going to open the door and play planning.
Nice.
I am glad I didn't toss those 2 cards. Alright, good to you.
Okay. I'll go with the Jawa. 1, 2. Shoot you there. No cards.
Okay. No cards.
Alright, search for PS2, so 1 damage. Disappointing.
Yeah, I'll take 1 damage.
And we'll stand there just to be a little further out of the way. And over to you.
Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, let's go with Gideon, who is going to use Onar and focus with Jawa. Actually, let me think about that here. Does he have... Yes, he does. I'm going to move Mando instead.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna activate the Trandoshan now.
Okay.
So I do want to shoot IG. Question is whether I go in for the adjacent. I'll take... It's just one red die of damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But I actually think that's all right. Nah, screw it. I'll just take the shot from there. So, suffer a strain?
Let's see. What are you rolling here?
Blue-green. And I could have more on declare cards.
True. Right. You could be sitting with tools and whatever. You know what? I'm just going to take the damage and hope for the best.
Alrighty. Well, I'll shoot you. No other cards on declare.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
And then the heightened reflexes. Whatever I have, that saves.
Let's see. Decent roll. Let's see, what are the settings again? +1 bleed or PS2? Do PS2, it's only 1 damage.
+1 bleed does nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And focus does something. So yeah, I'll search for the PS2. So suffer 1 damage.
I'm going to actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this might change what you decide to do or not. I'm going to add another block here.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay.
That's no damage, I guess?
No damage, but I'm going to play out of time. So you suffer 2 strain because it's round 2. So you'll have to discard at least 2 cards if you want to keep him alive.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Happy to see those go.
Cards, but we're keeping them alive.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. And then we will go 1, 2. Yeah, screw it. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty.
Okay.
That is it for my turn. But just a friendly reminder, I've now used all my 3 units.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Yeah, after this activation.
We'll go with R2 here, I guess. Let me think about this here. Yeah, let's go R2.
Mm-hmm.
And draw a card.
Cool.
Okay. And I don't think it really matters where I'm sitting for these Trandoshans with him, so he'll just sit there.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, they will pop out. The question is which deployment zone they want to go for. There is actually an interesting case to be made for my own deployments, don't just to kill off IG.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight I probably should have done, and then just not play... and not play out of time. But let's see.
Let's see. Can you put lion ambush on the screen?
Yeah, sure. So I can't split them, but I can deploy them to either deployment zone. Yeah, it would be amazing if you could, but no. Let's see.
Oh wait, I should have 8 points in there, right?
Nope, you've only killed one figure.
Oh no, those are the ones that aren't dead. Okay. There we go. So this is just a low scoring game. All right, cool.
Let's see. Well, let's see if we can't soften Ona up a little bit. So we'll deploy them here. We'll activate them. This guy will start. 1-2, attack Ona, take a strain.
Yeah, damage, I have to, so...
Yep. And then I'll attack you with +2 damage, because shotgun.
Yep.
Let's see.
Go for it.
Okay, so 5 damage.
Actually, thinking about this, I'm going to get down here to make that 4, because no surges is actually the time I want to use this right now.
True.
Because Pierce makes it completely useless.
Indeed. Ah, damn it, I messed it up. Oh well. Actually, no, I didn't. That's fine. Okay, they'll then go to there. And then this other guy is going to... I think we do Ona. Decisions. Yeah, let's go for Ona. Shoot you again, so 1 strain is damage, then no cards and declare.
Nothing here.
Sounds good. Yeah, so again, 5 damage. So 4 health remaining. Okay, and that's it for me for the round.
Alright. So how do I want to do this? No, okay, I think. Let's go with Onar. He is going to shoot. That Trandoshan.
Sounds good.
And add a red with tools.
Okay. Should do just a little bit of damage.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Sounds good. So that'll be red, green, green, blue. Yeah, no cards for me.
Yep. That would be 7.
1 more red, right? Tools.
Oh yeah, right. Thank you.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9 minus 1 would be 8, which would be a dead Trandoshan, I believe, unless you have a way to change that.
Yeah, no, that's it. Wasn't expecting him to survive a tools-focused donut shot though.
True. 4. And then my second move will be to rush this guy.
Sure. Son of a, yeah. Nice. Okay.
And then, I don't know, you'll go with 3PO and... Oh wait, Owner is not focused now, so I will focus him again.
Sounds good.
And then 3PO will drop into there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would go with Mando. And you will go 1, 2, yeah. You can see from here, right? It's here. I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
4. Seems like a bad positioning choice, but yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll attack here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we'll attack there and see how that goes.
Sounds good. Disrupt rifle shot, I presume?
Yep.
Sounds good. Let's see what happens.
Six, 7, 8, pierce 1.
Yep, that'll get him. 4 more points. Well, that was a waste. So that'll actually...
Oh, and then I got Loku.
Yep, and you get 1 more point for getting line ambush.
Thanks. Roku will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll attempt the shot here. Am I gonna make that?
Possibly. Any cards in the clef for you?
No. We'll see how I roll here.
Sounds good.
Do I want to just take up your Jawa? It's kind of tempting. Make range, I do 4 damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot your. I'm gonna shoot your Jawa.
Yeah.
No cards. Anything for you?
Nope. Hey. It's handy.
Mostly.
Okay, I'll let it block. But it's not enough. That'll kill the Jawa.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we'll ready cards. Drawing 1 each.
Yep.
No black market, no end of rounds, no start rounds, and you'll take.
I will take.
Nice.
I will go with, I'll exhaust archery.
Yeah.
And then I will go with, yeah, I'll go with G11. Clear my stun.
Sure.
And is that what I want to do? I just want to assume he's dead. No, yeah, I think this is the right move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then I lose weekend. Over to you.
Yeah, I definitely misplayed this like an absolute idiot. Well, we will do what we can. So I think the best choice is probably to go with Boba. So you have 2 cards left. Let's see, so what have you played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have 2 points remaining. You've played tools and everything. Get my enemies gone.
You're miscounting.
Oh.
I have
1.
3 points left.
Oh, okay, so you got Assassinate. Yeah, so one of my early iterations of this list had Headhunter on Boba. I'm really missing that right now. That probably would be...
That.
Yeah, that probably would be a good choice, but... I mean, it's the first time I'm running the list, so mainly here just to learn what happens with it. But we'll see what happens. So, Boba, we'll go 1. Yeah. We'll go 1, we'll flamethrower you, exhausting punishing strike to stun you instead. We will then shoot you with element surprise.
Okay.
And I'll spend 2 movement points to exchange a blue for a red.
Yeah, that's fair.
And let's see what happens.
1 movement left.
Correct, yeah. See what happens. Yeah. So yeah, Surge plus 2, 4 damage. That's ridiculous. But, so it happens.
That stun is pretty...
It is.
Good though.
It is. I mean, he is now essentially a 15-point figure, but it basically takes him back to, you know, his pre-nerf level of, you know, when his whip just stunned everyone all the time, which was absurd. Now at least you have to pay 2 more points for it, which I think is actually pretty well balanced when you put it like that. And hello to everyone just joining the stream. It's a bit of an odd start today, just because daylight saving here in the UK. But yeah, it's not going great, just as a little update. I misplayed big time.
I'm going to go with my Jawa here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, grab a fuel cell.
Yep. I'll pass.
Okay. Well, I have no idea what your last card is going to be, so it could be really good, could be all sorts of things.
Who knows?
Alright, well, for whatever it's worth. Oh, that's a good idea. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm. I'll pass again.
Are you just going to basically pass till...
Pretty much.
Can't do much about it?
Yeah, if I can help it. There might be something you do which makes me change my mind, but I don't think so.
Let's go Loku. I wonder if I can... Maybe? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take that shot.
Sure. Any cards?
No cards.
I'll spend the block. See if I can roll more than a 1 this time. Hey! I'll take that. Okay, so... I think you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, yep. So yeah,
Just
2 damage.
You go to there.
Okay. I might as well pass again.
You go with Gideon, who will go 2, 3, 4. Focus Mando.
Sure. Yep. I will pass again.
Well, let's try. Let's see what's good options here, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 takes me to there. I'm gonna rush. Oh, that doesn't work. Shoot, so how next to that? It's here. Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
Somehow I thought I could get to the spot directly above Boba and push him left enough. But I'm 1 space short. So I will just go there, I guess.
Okay.
No, I guess if I'm going to do... I will go to there and pick up a fuel cell.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, Trando will go 1, 2, 3. We'll just take this risk. You probably have a movement card, but we'll see. We'll go there. Shoot you, so take strain from... yep, just take damage from strain. And then we'll see. I'll shoot you. Any cards on the declare for you? Okay.
No.
Oh, that is spicy. As is that.
That's something I would.
That's annoying. Okay, so no focus. But we'll do...
No focus. Bleed,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, exactly. Which is still really good. I mean, I'll take that. So yeah, 1 damage and bleed. And 4 to there. And over to you.
I do not have a movement card. So I will, I guess if I'm doing this in order, I will do lead and then stun.
Makes sense. Cool, well that's the round. So we will ready cards. I draw 2.
I get 4 points.
Correct, I get none. But hopefully that can change soon. So initiative then flips to me.
Yep.
I have no starter round cards.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Okay. Well, I'd say let's try it. Trando's gonna go 1-2. We are gonna shotgun you in the face.
Alright.
So 1 strain.
There's damage.
And let's see what happens. No cards on declare.
And nothing for you.
Cool. Okay, so currently taking 2 damage. I'll heightened.
Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which I believe should kill you.
Down, you'll kill me. Yep.
Beautiful. That's 8 kill points.
Sure is.
2 to there.
How do I want to do this? Problem is, you have so many points sunk into
Boba.
Boba, but I think I've got to go with Ona here. Oh wait, I also have. Yeah, no, I think I got to go with Ona here. Movement card would be awesome, but I will just attack. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you going to rush or not?
No.
I presume
I'll
so.
save my damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. No cards.
Sounds good. Yeah, same here. You're probably gonna get him, but we'll see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll get him. So 4 points for you. So my go then?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's go ballsy. We'll play Boba, and we'll play Urgency. And, yeah. So because of the ruling on how his abilities work, you can spend them while doing Urgency, which I don't think makes sense, but it's been ruled that way. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to whip. Ooh. Actually, do I really want to whip? You're gonna explode. But right now, if you're gonna explode, you're gonna have to damage your Jow as well. So actually, we're not gonna whip you. We're just gonna flamethrower, which will kill IG-11.
Yep.
So 9 points, but do you want to blow up?
Absolutely.
Okay, well let's see if the Jawa takes some damage as well. Oh, it will, but... Okay, 2 damage each. Then 2 movement points left. I guess I'll just... where do I want to go? Suppose we'll go here. And then I'll shoot Emma. Which hopefully should get him.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Any cards on the clear for you?
Nope.
Same here. That'll do it.
That'll for dead owner.
Okay.
That's a really annoying placement.
Thank you.
Oh, well, okay. I will go with... You're all out.
Yeah. I have Boba left, and that is it.
I will go with C-3PO. Gideon. Gideon will take a shot here.
Okay, I'll spend a block.
Yeah, ugly.
Yes. So that is no damage.
No damage.
And a wasted token, but I'm not going to complain about that.
And then... R2. Jawa will also shoot Boba.
Okay, I'm not going to spend a card here.
Not spending a token?
So yeah, not spending the token.
Okay.
Okay, so that is
2 damage.
2 damage indeed. Hello, Brett. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Alrighty.
You know what? I will. Yeah, I'll just tuck it in.
Cool.
And then I've got Loku.
Yes.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will take... Oh, those last 2 shots should have been Pierce 1.
Ah, true. I don't think the first one would have done any damage because I overblocked, but the second one would have been +1. Yeah.
And then we will... Yeah, we will attack you with the helmets.
Yeah, nice. I will definitely spend the block.
Cool.
Let's see what happens.
And I'm focused.
Indeed you are. Okay, so with PS1, that'll be 4 damage going through. I presume you'll assassinate. Oh no, you've played Element, so you can't assassinate.
You need to learn how to assassinate and how it works. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're taking 4 damage?
4 damage, yes. But yeah, so Storm Sage, Brett Kelly is the 2019 Imperial Assault World Champion. That is who that is. He's a bit of a maniac. Doesn't, not very nice with the list that he runs. Spectre Cell, Ugnaught Swarm. Not cool. Alrighty, so we will ready cards. Or card in my case. I get to draw one.
Finish up a pass to you.
Sections. Any starter rounds?
I have none.
Same here. So
I get 4 points.
correct. So I mean, right now we'll just see basically if
How long Boba survives?
yeah, or I think more accurately, can you kill him here?
Yeah, no, it's true. Okay, well, let's go Loki. Let's take the shot. Focus Pierce 1. No cards.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what my last card is. I'm going to play it.
Indeed. Let's see. That's not what I want. Oh god. Yeah,
What I call hot dice.
very hot dice. That roll do it.
4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean,
do it right there.
yeah, you've got him without even playing Assassinate.
Yeah.
Alright, well, good game, man. I definitely misplayed that. Honestly, after this game, I'm actually getting the sense that having a second set of Trandos isn't actually that important. I kind of
in this list, yeah, I think
yeah,
something better in here for sure.
Yeah, because I just, even though, they are good, and having the extra strain is just amazing, it's probably better just having one group in line ambush, and then having, I'll have the Jawa, I'll have, maybe I don't even need the Jawa, but I'll put in Jabba, just for, some more card draw. Maybe at that point, let's see.
Yeah, you can focus your... Jabba's really good with line ambush, actually.
Yes.
Because then you can focus your guys who are in the deployment zone, and you can order hits with them across the map.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if we look at the numbers, if I were to drop Trandoshans and Jawa, I would then have 11 points to spend. If I then put in Jabba, 5 points left. Okay, then I would have 5 points left. I can then use Temporary Alliance to pull in 3PO, leaving me on 1 point left, not counting my initiative bid, and then I could put in Headhunter. So it would be Boba, Jabba, R2, and then Boba and the Trando, and then I'll have a second set of, or a only set of Trandos coming out to play in round 2. But because everything is just based around card draw, I'll have all of the cards I want, because, when I drew that after you killed my Jawa, this was the one card I drew. And that really killed me, because it's worthless, so... Because at that point you had already drawn your entire deck.
Right, yeah.
And I mean, just looking at the next 4 cards, Assassinate, Escalating, and Mandalorian Tactics. So having some extra cards would have been big. But yeah, no, I definitely misplayed, but at the same time, you played very, very well. You definitely controlled your IG very well. And I was able to catch up there at the end. I mean, Boba just wiped through some of them as it went on, but...
Well, yeah, that wasn't surprising. You put a ton of damage in with your Trandoshans, right?
Yeah.
And with Boba flamethrowers, it was quite effective. I just took out your Trandoshans too fast.
Yeah.
for them to. They only got to do like 1 to 2 good attacks each, which wasn't quite enough.
It really wasn't. But yeah, so I mean, having actually let's put it out, because I actually think that could work.
I don't like the bringing 3PO and Jabba option very much.
R2, not 3PO. In case that changes.
Oh, you said 3PO. So.
Oh, okay, I meant R2. It's basically just to capitalize on card draw as much as I can with Jabba, R2, and Black Market. That could be a lot of my toys. Yeah. Because then by the time round 3 comes around, I'll have all my strain cards. I'll have.
What you don't want to run into is an underdress list.
Yeah, exactly. But they are, I think pretty few and far between. And I have to say, Boba just being able to stun someone with his flamethrower, that was big. That
was effective, definitely effective. But I don't know what I would drop for worth every credit in my list.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't even think that worth every credit is an auto-include by any stretch of the imagination. It's just something that I have to play around.
No, I totally get it, right?
Yeah, exactly, because it can actually
use... I have not in my deck, but I'm not going to tell you that.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, so... Okay, so then we would have a Headhunter... it would be a Headhunter Boba. And that would be nice, because that way, if they do have a fast card draw list, I can still punish their cards after they've got them in their hand. It does turn me up to having now 8 points in upgrades, which is a little...
This list can also really suffer from Lion Ambush.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then, like, Jabba and R2 and Boba, because he's likely, although who knows where he's going to be on the map, honestly, because there's no reason for him to sit anywhere other than wherever you want him, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's so outrageously fast that he can just do whatever he wants. It doesn't give one iota. And, I mean, Jabba will also be nice. I mean, this list will absolutely, I think, destroy against any kind of Trooper Swarm list. I mean, if you have got the... whatchamacallem.
I think I would have done better against this list, though, than against the one that you are running right now.
You think? Because, I mean, I would have had more cards, you would have had more time to charge up, sure. But also, I wouldn't... I would
have moved up more aggressively, but spread out. So that, you could... Because you wouldn't have, like, a ton of options for attacks, right?
Sure. Mm.
And then you'd be dropping your Trandos in your deployment zone, and then I'd be there to attack them.
Correct, but if things go according to plan, then I would be able to make sure that they pop in at the end of the round after you've activated everything.
That's true. That was the piece that you definitely needed to play better, was the Lion Ambush.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The round piece, because I got way too many times of like, oh, everyone's gone, and I've got like 3-4 figure stack. Yeah,
exactly. And the biggest issue was you being able to open the door with and then shoot twice. I had hoped I had stopped that issue with
the stun.
Yeah. But no, I mean that is
that was
and that's the thing, because you can't play defensive with Trandos, so I had to rush up with them, which meant that because the way you were playing, I'm not sure yet which version is objectively better, but theoretically speaking, being able to draw an additional 2 cards around for the price of less Trandoshans, but I would get more points off for every kill I take, and I would get more attacks. I can actually start focusing people, because Boba's attacks were very underwhelming this game.
I just realized a mistake that we made.
Oh?
When you flamethrower IG-11 to death,
Yeah.
You should have stunned.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that's 3 damage. Although I guess that's 3 damage I would have assassinated onto you right now at the end of the game with.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't end up mattering, but it definitely could have with some different rolls. I mean, I do think that my dice this game were bad, but at the same time, my attack pools aren't stellar.
I'd say your dice were average.
Yeah.
And you just. That's the other thing that's the one thing that I agree that this list would like is a bit more focus. So that's where Java is kind of nice. Like Matt, Bobo will definitely hit harder.
Exactly.
And so Oceans if you get the option of focusing them. So I would just make sure you run to the limit in this list then. For Java, probably.
Yeah. And also, if I have Java, I don't really need planning. So, I mean, it's still good.
Oh yeah, I would drop planning.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Actually, the other thing you could drop is take.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not. I mean, it's one of the best cards in the game, but in this list, it's debatable.
Yeah, in this list, it's not that helpful. And if your Jawa is dead.
I mean, now I would have Jabba and R2, who are both more survivable and more likely to live a little longer.
That's true. That might be worth it.
Also, Shoot the Messenger, it was really underwhelming for me. It came out at the wrong time.
Yeah, but that was it came at the wrong time. I wouldn't make the decision based on this game.
Fair.
I think it's one of the ones you definitely can drop or consider dropping.
Yeah, I mean, especially now that I have R2 and Jabba, now my chances of drawing it round 1 or 2 are significantly higher, and that's where it's actually good. Whereas after round 3, it's, depending on how much strain I've already managed to do, it's borderline worthless.
No. I've got a better idea.
Oh?
You're taking Chopper.
Ooh. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, that's gross. Yes, I'm definitely doing that. I do not care about the card right now. That is just so disgusting that I'm gonna do it. Let's see, where's...
Yeah, and then I'd put Headhunter on Chopper for it because you don't want to give that point up when you give up Boba. Probably.
True, yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
And this needs to take initiative in it. Do you have the... I'm just making sure you have the points for it. I haven't done the math.
Temporary lines. Yeah. It should be. Because I dropped 11 points, went up 6, 1, 3, 1. So yeah. I do have the points. Let's see. Alright, well, how are we doing for time? Gone for...
I can't play another game. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's no worries at all. Yeah, I think I'll probably just wrap the stream up here as well.
Thanks for watching, whoever's here.
Yeah. And thanks for thanks for playing, Derek. It was great to see you again. Oh, well, play against you again.
Yeah, man,
Awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great to see you. That'd
yeah.
be fun.
Well, or rather, just see you. Period. I don't think we've met in real life yet.
Yeah, we met at Worlds. We played Warhammer Underworld together.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I unfortunately don't play that game anymore because I just haven't been able to keep up with their release schedule. But it's fun. Alrighty, well, take care, man. See you soon.
Yeah, catch you later. Bye.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's great to see you all here. And yeah, I'll keep working on this list. I think it's got legs. It's certainly very fun. Boba is certainly definitely deserves the name Queen Piece at this point. But yeah, so if anyone hasn't heard, you probably have at this point, the Jetpack Cups will be happening in a couple of weeks' time. These are premier tier IACP tournaments. They have a small entry price, but with custom commissioned artwork for prizes. We got participation, alternate art cards. We got top 4 artwork cards, and then we got a medal for the winner as well. They are split by time zone. Be sure to check out the website IACP for more information. And yeah, I'll be heading on now because I'm so tired. I'm in the middle of exam period, so it was tight that I was going to be able to have time for this, but I thought I could use a break. Alrighty, well, take care everyone. I'll see you next week.